Alright, we're getting close here. Here's number 3 out of my top 10 favorite concerts that I went to in 2017. Out of the 35 shows I attended, these are my 3 favorite, these next couple videos. This series is my top 10 favorites, so make sure you catch all the ones that have already been posted. 10 through 4, we got Tech 9 on there, we got Freedom Fest, which was an awesome benefit thing. That's on there, Brad Paisley's on there, Low Cash is on there. Make sure to go watch all those videos. But before that, watch this one because you're already here. This is number 3. We're talking about another country concert. There's been a couple of them in here. This is probably the biggest country concert, country tour, I guess, that happened last year. And that would be Dierks Bentley's What the Hell tour featuring Cole Swindell and John Pardi. Big fucking names, all 3 of them. Like, they could all 3 arguably probably headline their own shows. Dierks headlined this one, but those other 2 were supporting him, so that shows that, I mean, the show was huge. But nonetheless, I'll start by saying the show was at Fiddler's Green, which is an amazing venue, nothing to complain about with that. As always, John Pardi technically opened the show, but before that, there was a band that was a local band that was a bluegrass band, something like Denver Donkey Punch Brothers or something like that. It was something real stupid. Nobody paid attention to them whatsoever. Nobody really cared when they were on stage. I know they played John Michael Montgomery's Soul. They did that cover song and stuff like that. Nobody really paid attention to them. But then come to find out, after doing some research and hearing some things after the fact, that opening band was actually Dierks Bentley in disguise. Weird, but it's kind of funny and it's awesome. And apparently he did that at a couple shows this year. That kind of explains, you know, the made-up name and stuff. And I guess the band's made up of people from the other bands as well. And so that's pretty unique because I've never seen anything like that before. And I wish I would have been paying more attention so I could have taken some pictures of it. But I was just like, it's just some band. You know, they sound okay. But yeah, come to find out, that was actually fucking him, which is cool. So, yeah. Then we'll go to John Pardi, I guess. John Pardi, he's an up-and-comer, technically, even though he's been around for quite a while. Going to a show, I didn't realize how many hits he had. Off the top of my head, I got, his songs about boots, because he's got a couple of them. But he's got way more songs, and songs that you probably know, too. Songs that I know. And I'm just a radio guy, so I don't really hear it unless it goes on the radio. So the fact that he had more songs, like I'd hear it and I'd be like, oh shit, that's him too. Like I totally forgot. So that dude's taken a while to blow up, but he'll get there once people kind of figure out who he is because he's super talented. His stage set wasn't much. He just had a big John Pardi thing and, you know, his band and all that was cool. He did do something at the end, which I'll get to when I get to the end. Next was Cole Swindell, who he announced it kind of at this concert. Dierks kind of announced it for him, actually. But this coming year, 2018, he's actually doing his first headlining tour. And seeing him opening this show totally proves that. This was my 4th time seeing him, which is kind of sad. But I really love his music. And even though he wasn't headlining, he still was one of the selling points for me on going to this show. So his performance was awesome for a couple of reasons. A, because well, first off, the whole tour, this was the final stop on the tour. So this was the last show that they played. They played it in Colorado. So that in itself was awesome. They played, you know, so they mentioned that. All of them mentioned that. Cole Swindell played all his hits. Plus he played a medley of songs that he wrote, but other artists released. He had This Is How We Roll from Florida Georgia Line. He had the Beach Roller Coaster song from Luke Bryan. And he had a Thomas Rhett song too. I can't remember. That was really cool. The moment of the night for me. And there was a lot of moments. So it's crazy that this is up there. But he wrote this song a couple years ago, and it was a huge radio hit, so you probably know it's called You Should Be Here. He wrote it for his father, or he recorded it for his father, one of the two. The song's about, you know, someone passing away and missing them and things like that. And this show was on the anniversary of his father's death. And if I was him, I wouldn't have scheduled a show that day. But he did, and he powered through that performance, and it was just so emotional and powerful and just amazing. It was chilling, actually, to hear him, and he got through it, and it was awesome. And then, yeah, then Dierks came out. His stage setup was cool. He had risers, he had the big screens, the lights, he had pictures going with all his songs, including some sad shit like about his dog dying and stuff, but it got all of us all hyped up and stuff. And then he came out about halfway through the crowd and was meeting people, you know, like they do, which is cool. But then he went back on the stage after playing for quite a while, because he crammed all his hits in there, including the stuff off his new album. He kept everyone intrigued the whole time and was partying with everyone the entire time. He was having a great time. And then he went back on stage. For his encore, he played Drunk on a Plane, but he didn't just play Drunk on a Plane. He actually, the thing in his stage, the set on his stage opened up, and a big airplane came out. Like the cockpit of an airplane, like the front of an airplane came out onto the stage. Flying that airplane, I believe, was Dierks Bentley, but co-piloting it was none other than Peyton Manning, which I'm a Denver guy, so that was pretty cool. And this concert was in Denver. They got out and they played, and Peyton Manning actually sang too, and it was horrible, but it was awesome to see. They sang Drunk on a Plane. They were joined by Swindell, who also joined him for Flatliner. Obviously. But then John Pardi came out. He was dressed like Elvis. They really ended this tour with a bang, and it was a total blast for everybody in attendance. It was a sold-out show. Obviously, these three probably won't be touring again because they're all really big, so to fit them all in the same bill, it's going to have to be some sort of co-headlining or festival deal. If you get the chance to do that, definitely do that. But if you get a chance to see any of these guys, even on their own, make sure to do it. Like I said, Cole announced his headlining tour, so catch him, catch Dierks, who both him and Cole Swindell are coming to Frontier Days, Cheyenne Frontier Days, where I'm at here in Cheyenne. And John Pardi's moving on up too, so if you see any of these guys, make sure to check them out, because that was my third favorite show of the year. It was a fucking blast. It was awesome. Had a great fucking time with it. Alright, 2 more. That's it, 2 more. So make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss them. Dropping tomorrow will be my number 2, and then on New Year's Eve, I will drop my number 1 concert review of the year, I guess. I will talk about my favorite show that I went to the past year. So make sure not to miss that. Subscribe so you don't, and check out my Facebook page and my website so you don't miss anything going on in the world of live music. Thanks for watching this and watching the rest of my list. And like I said, if you haven't yet, go check out those videos. Do me a solid and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.